In this video, I'll be helping you with the ALEKS problem type called factoring a quadratic with leading coefficient greater than 1, problem type 2. And again, in this example, we notice that while the name is factoring a quadratic, the example is a trinomial, just 3 terms. But we will use the AC method to turn this trinomial into a quadratic that we can factor by grouping. As the AC in the AC method indicates that we will start by multiplying the A and the C coefficients in this example. So 9 times -5 gives us a -45. This is the A times C. But then we look at the possible factors of that, and we would have 1 and 45, 3 and 15, or 5 times 9. However, to multiply and get a -45, I know that the signs would have to be different. And this is where I look at the middle term, the plus 12, which pair of factors would add to that plus 12 and have different signs would mean a positive 15 and a -3. This allows us to rewrite this trinomial, leaving the first and last term as they are, but replacing that middle term with 3 and 15. And we can do that replacement in either order. So for this example, I will use a -3y and a plus 15y. Replacing that middle term with these two terms is what gives us now a quadratic with 4 terms and allows me to factor this from here by grouping. If I group these first 2 terms together, I see that there's a 3y that I can factor out, leaving me with a 3y in the first term. Multiplying here gives me 9y squared, and a -1 in the second term, where again, multiplying would give me that -3y. And then from the second pair, I see that there's a common 5 that I can factor out. If I factor out 5, I would be left with a 3y in the first term and a -1 placeholder for the second term. Again, we could check 3 times y is 15y, and 5 times -1, a -5. But from here, I can see that they both have a 3y -1, allowing me to factor out that 3y -1, leaving me in the first term, I would have just the 3y on the outside. In the second term, if I factored out the 3y -1, I would just have the plus 5 remaining. And here I can see that I have factored what originally was a trinomial by turning it into a quadratic and then factoring by grouping.